What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Other Side of the Firewall podcast, where we talk about the latest and greatest in cybersecurity news, as well as we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who've made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I'm joined by Shannon Tynes.
What's up? What's up?
And LeVon Maynard.
What's going on?
What is going on? So welcome to another action-packed week. Tune into Monday's episode where we talk about the $25 million initiative that is, I want to make sure I pronounce it right. It's the Cyber Consortium, right? CECOR.
CCOR. That's what I've been calling
CCOR. Yeah, so CCOR, where we talk about CCOR and what they've done with the money and how they've established a brilliant pipeline for cybersecurity through some 13 HBCUs. So definitely tune in for that one. Today, we have some vulnerability news that we'll be covering. I won't give too much away. And then on Wednesday, definitely tune in for the discussion where we talk about Apple and how, what are we trading for our privacy, freedom, our freedom for privacy. If we are, what have you, I think it'll be an interesting discussion because we all have different points of view with it. But without further ado, I give it to LeVon.
Roger that. It made me chuckle real quick. When you guys said cyber symposium, I had forgotten about not to get all political and anything. We got the Mike Pillow. He did like a cyber symposium for the lecture results.
Oh, yeah. The pillow guy.
Yeah, the pillow guy. Yeah, that's a topic for a whole nother day. But I can have a whole segment about that. But
real quick though, does anybody own a My Pillow? I bought one a long time ago before this whole nonsense happened, and it was not great. I think I bought the grade C model. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some people like them.
Right.
Ours, it felt like there was styrofoam peanuts on the inside.
Oh, damn.
It was terrible.
I've never had the honor or dishonor of owning it.
I think this pillow cost me like $80, man.
Damn.
And my wife was like, "This is trash."
Oh my god.
But I'll let you get to it. I'm sorry. I just had this question.
No, I appreciate it. Actually, I'm cool. I'm glad that you mentioned that. I didn't know that you had from the pillows. Now I can, get some insight about the quality. But yeah, we have an article here. This is from the record.media. And it's an article by Caitlin Chimpanu, and it's titled BrakTooth, or maybe BrakTooth. It's almost like BRAK tooth, but it's essentially the article describing that potentially we have billions of devices that are impacted by a new Bluetooth vulnerabilities, plural. So apparently, this academics found 16 vulnerabilities impacting the Bluetooth software stack of many popular SoC or system on chip chipsets. The same Bluetooth software stacks are also used in 1,400 chipsets used in laptops, smartphones, industrial, and IoT devices. And the vulnerabilities that they discovered, they can be used to crash, freeze, or take over vulnerable devices. So essentially, they list out many multiple vendors that are affected by this. Like I described, it could be from your cell phone, from your laptops, anything like that. But it's kind of like scary. The fact I know that Bluetooth itself has already been kind of known for having a bunch of vulnerabilities. It's not really secure. I don't think it gets as much attention as a lot of other Wi-Fi and some other wireless connectivity protocols. So it's not surprising to see that there's some more vulnerabilities that have been discovered. It looks like several or multiple of many of the other vendors have gone through and developed some patches to kind of rectify some of these vulnerabilities. But there have been some that haven't been able to, I guess, get their vulnerabilities. get their patches in place before today. And so, what this research department, I'm not sure the name of the. I don't know if you guys caught it, but the name of the group that actually did discovered the vulnerability, but nonetheless, they notified all these companies. They notified Qualcomm, Texas Instruments, some Bluetooth technology and several other vendors. They let them know about the vulnerability. Some of them were able to take care of it. Some that were not. They have the code that they can use to actually take advantage of this vulnerability, but they haven't released it to the public because they want to obviously make sure that these vendors can hopefully patch their systems before it becomes too widely known. But they said that they have like a web form set up so that some of these vendors can actually reach out to them and say, hey, can we get the code so we can take a look at it and test it on our own devices before we, or so we can like make sure we have it patched up properly and make sure it works. But I guess at this point, if you have any mobile device that has connectivity via Bluetooth, just make sure you have everything up to date as much as you can. I don't know if there's much more you can do at this point. If you go to, if you looked at that BrakTooth vulnerability up, I'm sure you can find out if that's maybe affects the something that's connected to your device or some of the vendors that are associated with some of your devices, and hopefully you can make sure that everything's patched up. But nonetheless, it's one of those security vulnerabilities that just kind of have to be in the lookout for. These things come up all the time, and there's nothing that's like incapable of being hacked. It's just a matter of time and a matter of somebody putting enough effort into finding these vulnerabilities. But I guess with that said, did you guys have some thoughts on it?
Yeah. So, like this is gonna keep happening. Like,
Yeah.
The frustrating part is like, so I've talked about it on the show before. Like, I love IoT devices. Like, I buy them. I enjoy them. They are super dangerous, and there is no good IoT framework out there, to my knowledge. Like when you Google it, like I see MIT is doing some things, but to my knowledge, there is no framework. Like this is like all of you vendors. This is what we're going to do to secure our IoT devices and make sure we can patch them in the future. So unless your device is expensive, it's not getting updated. Like if it's just a throwaway thermostat or like something that's cleaning your rug or something like that, it will always be vulnerable for infinity until that thing finally dies. Because it's not worth their time to fix it. It just really isn't. And then you're not going to know that it's a problem because you're not going to go research it. And then one day you're a pivot point for some kind of attack. Like you're getting swatted because somebody's listening to you through your, I don't know, light bulb because
Right.
It was connected to your network and it's unsecure and it never will be secure. We just have to find a better way of doing this, like, because the devices are only getting quote unquote smarter, but quote unquote cheaper as well. And they're not going to go through and they're not going to fix it. It's just not going to happen. So they need to be held to task, and there needs to be some kind of consortium that stood up to fix this, because now it's $1 billion, then it'll be 10 billion, then it'll be 100 billion, and so on and so forth. But that's all I got.
So I agree with you guys, right? But I don't know if it's going to happen, because here's the thing. If they do what you are saying that they should do, Ryan, they would have to charge more for these products, and then you'd have less people buy them. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be that one of those things where they're like, okay, well, we can't sell, and what do you call it? What's the Alexa? We can't sell Alexa for $150 anymore now, right? Because of all this that we've done now to secure it and do whatever, it's twice the price, and people are gonna be like, well, I don't want it then. You know what I mean? It's a convenience that you have at a price that's bearable for people. And this is a big issue, because we kind of unwittingly asked for this, right? Because remember when cell phones, we're kind of going back the other way now, when cell phones were a lot bigger than what they were now, right? Maybe a lot thicker, I should say, because they are getting big again, right? But like
true.
The cell phones were big, and then it was a great thing to have them real small, right? But now they're going back to getting bigger again because they're such multimedia devices. But this is what we're asking for, right? The system on a chip, it makes it easier to build a cell phone that's this thick. You know what I mean? Like it's or this thin, I should say. That's what we asked for. That's what we want. So this is kind of what comes with that. It's like, okay, I want the convenience of having something that's still going to fit in my hand, fit in my pockets. You know what I mean? Especially with these young kids wearing skinny jeans now. That like dudes wearing jeggings now. I don't get it, but so it's what we asked for, and this is what can come from that. So This is, as we've said on this podcast many times before, this is the balance you have to go with. Like, do you want, Ryan, like you were saying, I love the IoT things, right? Like, I like the convenience. I have them all over the place, but this is the risk that comes with that. Like, this is going to happen where someone's going to take advantage of this. And again, like, especially because they're doing it with the system on a chipsets. I can almost guarantee you every new phone that comes out now, like, that's the technology they're using, is the SoC, right? So it's, I mean, you'll find it in laptops, because like you don't have many people that have like laptops that have cords on them anymore. You know what I mean? Like, you can't do the old cheat for blocking your mic, right? Like, you hook something into the audio jack and then cut the cord. Like, that was how you kept people from listening in. I don't know if you guys had never seen that. Like, it's just like when they put tape over the webcam and whatnot. Like, it was the way
Right.
people from watching you and hearing you. You
Right.
plug something into the audio jack and then just cut the cord, and it
Mm.
uses that. Now, there's ways around it, right? But that was a quick fix that you could do. But if you're not putting anything into an audio jack, you won't even find phones that have them anymore. You know what I mean? Like, my
Mhm.
my iPhone doesn't even have that 3.5 millimeter on it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Audio. Like,
Right.
they're pushing you towards, getting earbuds, which work on what, right? Bluetooth, right? Which
Mhm.
is what we're
Right.
talking about right now. So you're being pushed towards a technology that's more vulnerable, so they can sell other products at a cheaper price. And it's just kind of, these are the second and third order effects that come from that.
Mhm. That's the truth. That's the truth.
Yeah.
But I have to say though, I take offense of you talking about my jeggings, man. You know I'll be wearing them jeggings everywhere. I just want to put that out there real quick.
I've never seen you wear jeggings, LeVon. I've never known that to be the
I
case.
just I don't have the legs for it. That's why I ain't wearing them.
I gotta wear the stretchy pants. I can't. My legs are too big for the regular size.
Look, I got thick thighs too. I just buy the athletic.
Right.
I buy the
You
athletic.
get the baggy ones.
Yeah.
I was just joking. I don't have any jackets, but I wish I did now though.
Y'all crazy. But so I don't disagree with you at all. But I don't think it's that expensive. I honestly don't. Like, I don't think it'll double the cost of things. I think it will, like, you're gonna pay a couple extra bucks. You got to, right? For R&D, to pay for people to go to these conferences, to create these things, to perhaps make the chipsets more robust so they can be updated. Which in my mind, I keep getting a red flag because I'm like, yeah, you should just build them with more storage so that way you can update them. Then I'm thinking about it like, but then they can store more malware on it. So it's an infinite loop of how do you get to a point where you can secure these devices? Because like you said, everything has a system on chip. Like every single console has it. That's why we have the shortage we have. Every single car is now having issues in production because they can't get enough of CPUs.
Chips.
Yeah, they just can't get chips in general. So like they're shipping cars to lots with no brains, waiting for chips to come in because they still have to produce the cars and get them out of the assembly line and onto the lot. But then you can't have the car just yet because they're still trying to get chips. Everything relies on these things. Like every single device that will at some point compute or talk and get updates and patches and things of that nature needs these chips. These chips are vulnerable. Like, can you imagine a DDoS attack where every single truck, every single GMC is attacking something because they're catching over the air updates?
What was the name of that movie where all the electronics, was it Maximum Overdrive or something like that? It was the Joker truck,
familiar.
like everything that was electronic like came alive. It was an old movie, like the 80s or whatever, but it would be like that. Yeah. There was the big Joker truck that ran the dude over.
It sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was called Maximum Overdrive, but yeah.
Yeah, but just think about that. So billions of devices out there, all talking to the web, all need these systems on chip, all vulnerable to, like in this case, it's Bluetooth, right? So they found a Bluetooth vulnerability in the stack, but it could be anything in the future. Like just because it's proprietary doesn't mean that's not vulnerable as well. It blows my mind. Like we're churning these things out, but we're not protecting them good enough. So like we talked about in the past, you got people pivoting off of thermostats inside of fish tanks in casinos. You know what I mean? Like uh, a multitude of ways to get into your network to then get things out of your network or to just shut down your network. So I don't know. We got to think of something.
Right.
I hope you're right in that if they do go down that road, that it wouldn't cost us that much more. But I'm inclined to believe that these companies are going to be like, okay, we will secure it, but like like, and I don't believe some of these numbers they put out there anyway, right? They'll be like, okay, well, now we need to add this much for R&D, then we need to employ this many people, and they got to work this many hours. Like,
Right.
just you know what I mean? I don't know. I hope you're right though, that it wouldn't be too much more, like maybe $10, $15 more, whatever it is. But I think they would take advantage and then just try to bilk us.
Yeah,
Right.
potentially, but I mean, it works in our favor. I wasn't laughing at what you were saying, LeVon. Shannon. LeVon sent me the promo for Maximum Overdrive, and it is a clown truck.
Yeah. I had to pull that up real quick.
Why do you remember that?
I know. I was like,
why?
Shannon got some good memory. That movie came out in 1986.
Terrible things. I was 3.
Right?
He dropped.
I know. Oh, you're muted, Shannon, or something.
It was kind of funny to me. Thank you. It was kind of funny to me because I remember that truck. Like one of the scenes, it ran over a guy in the middle of the street. And I thought to myself, you couldn't get out of the road of this truck. Like you couldn't get out of the way.
You can't see
like
it. You didn't see this truck.
It was coming right at him. Like he was. I think he even screamed. Like he gave you know.
Right.
Like, you couldn't get out of the way. But it was. I think it was a comet. A comet or something came by, and it was some type of signal it gave off. It wasn't really EMP.
Oh, and they all came alive.
Yeah, like all the electronics.
Took over the.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. But yeah, I remember the Joker truck. I call it is the Joker truck, the clown truck.
Right.
Gotcha.
But it's.
I'm just like I haven't seen the movie. Or I don't remember seeing this movie. But it's just it sounds kind of crazy, like a semi that's like it has all the like it actually has the load on it too. What do you call it? The trailer. Yeah, it's like how the things like it's like not agile at all. So like how the things can like catch people like I see you. Let me turn this way and get you can't avoid it.
Terrible. And that's our future. And that's our future. Because of all these IoT devices.
Right.
You getting ran over by it looks like the Hobgoblin from Spider-Man.
Exactly.
Getting ran over.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Something needs to be done. Like again, like you said, like they cannot charge too much because then people won't buy devices. So they have to meet their bottom line. But I think it's got to be in their favor because you don't want to be the company that gets completely owned because of some vulnerability that could have for being cheap. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like so, I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right on point. And I was going to mention it too, like. And us as consumers, we have to be kind of smart about like what products we want to buy. You don't want to buy like just off the wall, like some random like, Mr. Bob's like, IoT light bulb or something that's like, it has no security patching and nothing like that. I mean, I think not to like give them too much like praise, but I think you're probably safer if you get like a Google or Amazon device that has like, a track record and they have like a support squad, support team behind them, and that they have, obviously they're known for their electronics and the technology. And I know like at least my thermostat, I see it gets updates every now and then. I can check the thermostat and see what software patch it's on versus like some random like maybe Wi-Fi light bulb or something you might buy on the internet that's like a no name or something, or some other devices similar to that. It can be like very easily hacked and you don't even realize it because it's not even supported. Just like they put it out there and then whatever happens after that is whatever. They don't care about it. They just want to make sure that they sell the product and and then you send them the money or whatever. So that's my 2 cents.
Definitely. I mean, like there's no lies detected on that one. So we'll keep posted. Like so for this one, I did read through the article again because I was like, yeah, who's the group? It just says academics, some academics.
Yeah, yeah. I was wondering, like, wait a minute, did I miss it?
Okay, like they're like a shadow group of college students found this.
Yeah, but, some random academics.
But no, so it's good they found it. It's good that it's being patched. It's good that it's been identified. All that good stuff. Again, we're not staying ahead of the bad guys, but in this case, hopefully something good will come out of it. Maybe one of these days they will come up with something, some kind of group. Like there's a group for everything else, right? There's a group for the internet. There's a group for FCC has multiple groups. Maybe there'll be an IoT group in the future. So stay tuned for more of that. Again, tune into Monday's episode and then Wednesday's episode. So tomorrow's episode, if you listen to this in order, we'll talk about Apple and their thought process behind what they're going for privacy, as well as the delay in taking action. So definitely tune in to that. Hit up the website, www.theothersideofthefirewall.com, where you get to all of our social medias and what have you. And then you can hit me up personally. I'm at RyRy Security Guy. That's RYRY Security Guy. I am on Clubhouse, LinkedIn, Twitter, and TikTok. And you, LeVon?
You can hit me up on the Twitters at LeVon Manning.
There it is. Stay safe, stay secure.
Take care.